Madrid can almost taste it. They don't need to seal the deal here and now, of course, but their supporters sense that they can do it, and they will settle for nothing else. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Madrid cannot afford to slip up here. Terrific support, and they're going to need it all. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Opts for safety. Forwards and with intent. Great defending, strong and determined. That's really well cleared. Now then, this man really is a legend, perhaps the legend, a revolutionary, the father of a philosophy. He is, of course, Jim, Johan Cruyff.
We'd have no total football without...
Chance! And that's caused a worry or two.
Well, even for him, that may have been a touch ambitious.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Pirlo. Now there's a fine ball. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. And it's Batistuta. Nicely shaped ball. Oh, perfectly measured that. Ter Stegen tries from distance. And that will sail harmlessly past.
Well, he's hit it well enough for me. I suppose it could be a deliberate attempt to just draw that defence out.
Julie. Aimed beyond the defence. And that is a little undercooked. Now it's Batistuta. Knocks it into space. Now that's well seen too. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
And he's on his way! Knocks it out wide. And it's made its way to him. Played in with purpose. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is. Pinches it off him. Mbappe was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Great chance! Goal! Argentina! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
A 1-0 lead established.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Oh no, that was never going to make it. De Ligt goes looking wide. Guti. Oh, that's fabulous. Bale attempts a clearance.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Tries a shot! And he has kept it out somehow. And we've reached half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about, so an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
And the action is back on the way.
It's not easy being down in situations like this. I know it's an overused term, but you really have to play with courage. Be brave, and let's see where it gets you. You might just get lucky because of it.
This is Batistuta. He is through here. Big chance! And he's found the net! They've come back. They've come roaring back. This is becoming quite a game. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
That has certainly made things interesting.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant. Well, I'm hoping for a nice open second half now. It's there to be won.
That's really well manoeuvred. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Oh, nicely intercepted. No messing about, just bludgeoned the one. Oh, what a mistake! And he's searching. Can he finish? Goal! Argentina! And they've got their lead back. A momentary lapse exploited with glee.
Well, you've got to give him credit for pressing so quickly there.
66 minutes is number 21.
Argentina get themselves into the lead. Oh, it's Batistuta.
Number 24.
Raul.
Guti.
That's an imaginative pass. And he's managed to get rid.
Zerberto.
Madrid perhaps contemplating their next change here. Oh, it's Batistuta. Oh, just skips past his man. Julie! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Just about up to 75 minutes. Serginho is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Raul.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Oh, super ball. Oh, and a chance! Oh, the ball's run loose here.
Argentina surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Looking to play him in. Shapes to shoot! It's in! And they are right back in it. Hopes and dreams alive again.
Well, that's certainly lightened the mood on the bench, Peter, although the boss is clearly telling his players to keep their heads. He'll now need to make some bold decisions.
Oh, shooting chance! Goal! Argentina! And they're back in front. So smooth, a signature finish.
It's the stuff you work on the training ground time and time again, and it came off.
Number 21.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
Well, he's made this game all about him. He's got a fantastic appetite for goals.
Replace him is number 11.
It's Neymar!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Pass somewhat off target. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside.
Saliba minutes has been indicated.
Bale. And he cuts out the supply. Clipped into space. Decent chance! And that is wildly off target.
Substitution.
Time for a change in personnel.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes
Good effort from distance. He's got away. In he goes again! Close, but time for no more. The whistle has gone. One of those games that many would have felt no one deserved to lose. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi, everyone. The excitement has really picked up now, and I'm eager for the action to start.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. And that interception was most necessary. And a chance! And again! And it's a goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Guti is being told in no uncertain terms that this will be his final warning.
Well, I think the referee would have told him to rein it in or suffer the consequences.
And here's Batistuta. Mbappe. Samba gets his hands on it. Oh, terrible mistake. And that's going right the way across. Costa Curta. And that is a little undercooked. Cristiano Ronaldo. That's really well manoeuvred. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Showing good feet. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. De Ligt kept his eye on it, and he's there. So just a one early goal to report so far, and the score is 1-0. And he's picked it up out wide. He is Haaland! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Searching pass he's played there. And that is as far as they're going to go.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long...
Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card.
I think it looks as if they're going to try and whip this one in with pace.
It's a pretty loose pass. Well, that has not gone well. And it's Hakimi. Now it's Haaland. He's on it. Can he get away? And he's really put himself on the line here. And we have our very first corner. And that should get the job done. Madrid have the chance to go the other way. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Dembele's delivery. Pass somewhat off target. Oh, that's ambitious. And that's it for the first half. A breathless ending. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
I thought that was a decent 45 minutes of football, plenty of signs that both managers can take a lot of encouragement from. I would say the mood is neither overly negative nor positive. You still have to approach this like it's 0-0.
Madrid, the happier of the teams, heading in for half-time, 1-0 up.
Substitution on the field. Number 41, Rice. Number 9.
And we're off again.
Number 18.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
He's got a goal! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Takes the shot!
He was berating his defence before making the save, and he's at it again now.
Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Oh, that's well done, really robust. That'll be a throw-in.
Substitution on the field. Number 10, Batistuta. Coming on the field is number 20, Van Nistelrooy.
Now it's Girassi, nicely spread. Guti. Looking for the run. And he's intervened well there. That's a lovely, neat pass. Not the most accurate pass.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Cristiano Ronaldo. There's the crossfield ball. Tries to pass it through. Now this could be a chance. Great chance! He scored! Into the lead once more. He does it all with an air of efficiency and simplicity.
Oh, that's excellent composure, because the keeper put as much pressure on as he could by not committing sooner.
Madrid take the lead.
You have to credit the desire we've just seen here, Peter. The desire to stick to your task and keep on chipping away. Some might have backed off, but not this lot. This is very impressive.
Number 23,
Bellingham.
Danielson. There will be 3 minutes added time.
He's going for goal!
Bellingham really had a clever trick to shake off his opponent then, but he's left shaking his own head in disappointment.
De Jong clears. And no, that was never going to make it. Looking for a runner. Chance! Oh, he did the hard part, and there goes the final whistle. Madrid proudly puff out their chests in victory. They know that was a battle. They know it could so easily have gone the other way. And they are clearly so happy to have won it. Well, here we are with everything very much to play for. Win this one and they're going up. Incentives do not come much simpler or sweeter than that one. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So off we go then. Madrid cannot consider the option of defeat. It's not a question of want, but must. Van Dijk gets rid without sophistication. It's a pretty loose pass. Oh, he's been caught napping. He's one-on-one! Can he finish?
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
This man Rudiger's going to be a very stern test for any attacker to beat, Peter. He's amongst the smartest defenders around with his positioning, and he's got the pace and strength to deal with the quickest opponent. He's not going to fall for cheap tricks either. He's just not that type to dive into tackles.
Oh, and he's had a hit! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
He just didn't catch that one right, and he knows it.
He's going to be disappointed with that. Serginho is always looking to play quality balls, and he's forced to go back. Madrid, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Costa Curta.
That was lovely, that.
He's shifting through the gears here. Lofted in. And that's the keeper's ball. Tries to pass it through, and he welcomes it in. He's found a way through. Tries a shot! Goal! Argentina! And it's Argentina in front. Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
Argentina have penetrated for the first time.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
He's had a shot! Oh, nearly, but not quite.
Oh, he's usually such a good finisher.
Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. Looking for options for movement. And this is Batistuta. Cristiano Ronaldo. That's beautifully weighted. He's going for goal! And that was probably asking just too much.
Yeah, it didn't come off, but still very good quick thinking on his part. OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Costa Curta. Rice. Well, it's Batistuta. Now, can they get him away? Well, played right into his path. And into the grateful arms of the keeper.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead, and that gives them something to build on after the break.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
We are glad to inform you that today's match day programs are available from stands located by the gates. I'm sure they will make fine souvenirs.
Substitution on the field. Number 18, Ludovic Jolie. Coming on the field is number 5, Bellingham.
So off we go once more.
It's not easy being down in situations like this. I know it's an overused term.
And a chance! It's a goal! Oh, huge goal! Massive goal! They hit the reset button and we're back where we were. There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Madrid grab the equaliser and we're all square.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Madrid are already in celebration mode, free from pressure, free from tension. All that remains is to add the icing to the promotion cake. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. There's the whistle.
Any attack containing Raul is a frightening sight for any defence.
His record's a frightening sight.
Well,
And there's the shot! And that's caused a worry or two.
Well, to put it this way, he's probably made better decisions.
Madrid get ready for another crack at the big prize. Will they get the win they need to get their campaign off to a flying start, or will their bubble burst over the course of the next 90 minutes? Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. We have already started here.
Lothar Matthäus is going to have a huge influence here, Peter.
Well, it's hard to argue with that. In any game at any time, he is as influential as they come.
Yeah, and he'll be right in the...
And he shoots! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Barcelona with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Picked out brilliantly.
Julie.
Looking for options for move. There's the shot! And that is wildly off target.
Well, that always looked a little ambitious for me, but still, at least he had the confidence to take it on.
Not the most accurate pass. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Can he finish? Rice. And it's Guti.
Julie.
No way through. And here's Batistuta. And that pass just didn't quite work. Well, there's the clearance. But they've got it again. Madrid are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Played in deep. He's dealt with that well. Zanetti. Oh, lovely bit of skill. Batistuta! Mbappe. And Serginho. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
He's on it, can he get away? Oh, he's got a sight of goal. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. De Ligt makes the interception. Costa Curta, and he plays one through. Marquinhos kept his eye on it, and he's there. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Saliba gets over and intercepts. So still we are where we began. It's 0-0. And that has been knocked clear. Knocks it into space. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Zanetti. He's in a great position here. De Ligt gets it clear.
Barcelona couldn't really be more watertight in midfield.
It's Neymar! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Barcelona certainly look sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
And the half-time whistle goes. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings.
Please make sure to watch the
look back
screen
on the
for
first
an
45
information
minutes.
bulletin from
Well, it's
the
been
regional
nothing but
police department.
frustration, really, Peter. I think the team as a whole has to take more risks, but they really need to up their quality too.
So both teams still stuck on the starting blocks here. 0-0 at the break.
Substitution in progress.
There's the start of the second half. 0-0, and we're at the halfway point. It's Roberto. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Now it's Batistuta. Madrid can breathe again, just.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. Bellingham, and the finish! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. And that was very necessary.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Van Dijk kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Well, into the second half, and it's still goalless. De Ligt. And still, we await the first breakthrough. And the break is on. And it's Zanetti. Searching pass he's played there. Played back in. And that has been cleared. Now that's well seen too. Guti. Madrid perhaps contemplating their next change here. Now he's got space here. Can he latch on to this? Well, who's got the final touch there? Goal kick's been given.
Substitutions taking place.
Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. Serginho is one whose deliveries we all know about. Now it's Batistuta. He's a sharp little ball here. Shapes to shoot! Batistuta! Utterly brilliant! That is a gem! An absolute gem! Finally the breakthrough!
There was this feeling that the game was petering out, but credit for never losing their focus despite things not going as planned. Now comes the question, will they stick or twist? Yeah, that's really well played, Peter. It's very, very simple. The ball through to him was just beautifully measured.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Well, that's changed the mood entirely, as you'd expect.
And the whistler's gone for a reckless challenge there. Oh, no messing about, it is red. Well, Jim, I suppose that was the only possible outcome in the circumstances.
Well, Peter, I don't think he even had time to blink. This is just a spontaneous reaction. Well, if he's serious about trying from this range, I think he must feel he can generate the power. Big ask.
That's a half-decent try.
Well, that's just unfortunate. Really, really unfortunate.
Batistuta. Oh, that's a key interception. Mateos, big chance! He scored! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. A horrible blip, a horrible blip. A situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
Barcelona are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Roberto. Koundé. Into a minimum of 4 minutes addition. Bellingham! Oh, a very decent attempt. Terrific header! Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. No second thought, a straight red card. Well, they are now a 9-man team. Well, that looks a decent ball. Oh, he's found support out wide. Batistuta! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it. And there goes the final whistle. In the end, then, no joy. Not for the one.